Our final regular season match brings us to the BritAma Arena in Jakarta, where the visiting Philippine Patriots face off against the Satria Muda BritAma team, who needed to come away with a victory to have a chance to go to the playoffs.
I think we have very good condition because on the last 4 games we won all. So I think the momentum with us now.
Warren Ibanez drains one from downtown to begin the first quarter. Off to a slow start, Mario Wusang hits his jumper, but on the fast break, it's Ibanez to Billionis in the corner for the open 2. Gabe Freeman gets busy inside, nailing his turnaround jumper. Then it's Billionis to Steve Thomas for another 2 points. Finding space in the corner, Ricky Fuentes' 3 was all net, but it's Freeman again, having his way inside, tipping it in. Marlon Legaspi drains his shot from downtown. Then with 2 minutes to play in the first, Adriano's attempt off the spin move was blocked by Thomas. Wide open again, Legaspi would strike from downtown, and it was a 1-point game. Antoine Broxy would give Satria Muda the lead, converting the inbound pass from Morrison. Junjun Kabatu then hit a long-range 2, and it was Kabatu again, driving and scoring off the glass. Wusang's pass inside found Broxy for a pair, and with under a minute left in the first half, Adriano's drive to the hoop was good for 2, closing the second quarter 38-40, Patriots on top.
We just have to communicate well. We just have to box out. We just have to pressure the ball.
Third quarter, and it's Ibanez again draining his jumper. Then Freeman under the basket would fight off 3 Satria Muda defenders and get the bucket. He had 18 points and 13 rebounds. It was Legaspi again from downtown for Satria Muda. Alex Crisano made his presence felt, taking the ball strong to the hoop, but back the other way, Adriano would feed Broxy inside for the deuce. Crisano would step up and drain one from beyond the arc, but it was Marcus Morrison with an acrobatic move to the hoop, collecting the foul and the bucket. Ibanez gave the Patriots a 15-point cushion, but not long after, it was Adriano striking from long range. Joseph Salansang would close the third by nailing a 3. Broxy would be temporarily sidelined, but return shortly after. With under 7 minutes to play, Morrison would lead the Satria Muda comeback. After Gabe Freeman would hit a pair, it was Morrison to Broxy inside and off the glass. Thomas would net 2 of his game-high 21 points here, but it was Morrison driving and attacking as Satria Muda pulled to within 6. Then Mario Wusang nailed a huge 3, bringing the crowd to its feet. On the next play, Adriano raced in for the reverse layup, but Thomas was a monster, hitting for 2. Broxy would tie the game at 71 with under a minute left, and this one was going to overtime. Alex Crisano took over the game, grabbing the rebound and getting the score. And again, Broxy's injury took him out of the game with just over 3 minutes to play. Steve Thomas could not be stopped inside. He had a massive 19 rebounds on the game. Donnie Risanto would cut it to 3. Then, as Billionis was going for the Wusang miss, Rico Fuente would fall on him, and he would limp off the court with what looked to be a sprained ankle. Satria Muda just didn't have enough to come back again, and the Philippine Patriots killed their playoff hopes by a score of 77-74 in overtime. Let's take it courtside with man of the match, Steve Thomas.
I mean, you know, it was a team effort. You know, I mean, we've lost our last 2 games, and this is the last game of the regular season. We're about to go in the playoffs, so we wanted to go in the playoffs with a win, you know. And we knew that Indonesia was going to come out and fight hard and scrap, so they played hard.
Let's head on into the plays of the week. Ramsey Williams goes around Nakia Miller, finds Chris Garnett for the slam dunk. Then Chris Garman saves the ball by tapping it to Garnett, who slams it down with authority. Adriana with the spin move gets blocked by Steve Thomas. And Vergara throws up a beautiful alley-oop pass for Kyle Jeffers, who throws it down. At the end of the regular season of the AirAsia ABL, it's Marcus Morrison on top, averaging 23.3 points per game. Chris Commons with 21.3. Nakia Miller has 20.6. Leo Avenito and Chris Cuete tied with 19.7 points per game. Ramsey Williams is on top with 5.2 assists per game, followed by Mario Wusang with 4.4, Al Vergara and Bagian Froilan with 4.2, and Guganaswaran Batamulai with 3.6 assists per game. Nakia Miller leads the league in rebounds with 15.7 per game, Kyle Jeffers with 14, Antoine Broxley with 12.5, Jason Dixon with 12.1, and Chris Garnett with 11.9. At the end of the regular season, the Chiang Thailand Slammers remain on top with the record of 11-4. The AirAsia Philippine Patriots are 9-6. The West Sports KL Dragons are 8-7. The Singapore Slingers 7-8. Satria Muda BritAma 6-9, and the Brunei Barracudas 4-11. Next up in the AirAsia ABL, it's the playoffs with the AirAsia Philippine Patriots hosting the Westport KL Dragons on the 23rd of January. Then on the 24th of January, the Chiang Thailand Slammers host the Singapore Slingers. We want to thank you for tuning in to another edition of AirAsia ABL Game to Game. This is JV signing off. We'll see you in the playoffs.